It's David Tullis, author of Perfecting the Brand American Medicine, elaborating on the Jagphetic alternative, which is the KEIK SETAL Aconter alternative to certified public accounting. So like L-E-I-K is the Jagphetic word of ancient language of horse shepherds that was the licensure, including annual licensure requirement that was there prior to certified public accounting, which is a fad. CPAs have, no disrespect, but been a source of fraud, waste, and money laundering since 1937, when Prince Edward went to Adolf Hitler with a tax deal that's known as the Commonwealth in England, or the United Kingdom in England, the tax shelter islands and the Caribbean islands, of which are a criminal act that are still within the statute of limitations, as they're engaged with war crimes from World War II and subsequent, where they're hiding money for drug criminals and violent criminals in the Caribbean islands and failing to collect taxes there in a way that undermines the whole rest of the global economy. Those of us that are a part of the normal economy. And so we've offered this alternative that traces back to the Andrew Jacksons. That's the order of Andrew Jackson Batavian, who built the Erie Canal in 1823. That regime had a system of Aconter, which included 4,000 knights who prevailed at Waterloo and held deed to America, that came and built the Erie Canal, which united New York City with the Great Lakes, which is known as the American Industrial Core, which is why they all speak a single language, which is separate from French. That language has a Dutch origin, which would be the Baringi from the VOC, from the Dutch West India Company, and has a French origin, which there were two French languages in the 1830s and 40s. Those that were on the winning side of Waterloo, which we would now call American, and there were those that are on the losing side, which you might call Quebec French. No disrespect to the Canadians, but the winners at Waterloo were involved in building the Erie Canal. And that system of Aconter and that knighthood is something that can add greater performance to the American economy, the European economy. And so we saw the problem with monolithic bond writing firms, which are just one sect of cold, cynical, of the false histories, and offer a true history to help European and American dominance on a global stage. So join us in Perfecting the Brand American Medicine, the leading Jagphetic, the language of horse shepherds, that led us in the right direction. Because see, the horse is American, the horse is from here, the horse is ours. There were hunters that came to America during the last ice age and hunted the horse to extinction. There were relatives of those horses that escaped out the Bering Land Bridge and into Siberia, crying and wailing at their loss, all down the steppes of Europe into the outstretched hand of the first knight, who said, "What did they do to you, girl?" And that's the tradition of the KEIK SETAL Aconters that had a system for closing the books, during a period of time of economic expansion without inflation and without accounting fraud. So join us in the Perfecting the Brand American Medicine movement.